Here's a test of two RailPro LM 3SGs, one in this powered diesel unit, and another one set up in this gondola strictly for sound. And it's just a test to see if you could actually build a sound car and not have it actually as a powered unit, but run it in a consist with a powered engine, of course untethered. All that's in here is the battery, the LM board, and a speaker. So we're going to see what happens when we tie them together with a consist and run them. For the purposes of this demo, the chassis engine is actually on right now. I turned the sounds off so we could just hear the sounds from the sound car. I have it programmed here. I did not change the icon. It's just the standard ring icon. But let's see if we can make some sounds. I put in a sound set of a Gevo, I think it's called. So ULT. Horn and bell work. I have no lights hooked up to it right now, so there's no use in doing those. And here's the engine sound. I think for now we'll just turn that off. The two sounds I was really interested in was some custom sounds that sounded like rail cars. So I used these two buttons here. I didn't relabel them just yet, but one is a custom sound. Squealing rails going around a tight curve, and just general freight car sounds going over track. I think that's the one we're going to try. We're going to see if that works, and if we can run these around the layout together. So I thought I'd just make this a little bit more interesting. I just put some extra cars in here to simulate a train, and where we'd have the engine and the engine sounds. And then further on down the line here, kind of in the middle of the train, we'll have the rail car sounds going by, and we'll see if that helps create the simulation I'm looking for. I've created the link and MU'd the two LMs together with, of course, the chassis being the lead engine. I'm going to display one other test. We've got the engine sounds, of course, on the diesel running, and I also put the engine sounds on this car on as well. And what I'm going to do is show that even though these are not electrically tied to the motors and any kind of draw, that it will still have a motor sound as if the train is moving. And to help display this, what I'll do is I'll shut the noise to this engine off. I'll shut that one down. Remember, this is the powered unit. This is controlling all movement. And so all we have now is this engine sound. And I'm going to move the throttle up now on the chassis engine and watch what happens. So it's sensing the movement of the lead engine and my throttle movement of the lead engine, and even though there's no tie to any kind of motors, because it's sensing the movement, it increases the sound of the engine. And the same when I decrease the throttle, it goes back to idle. Pretty cool. So kind of fun to do. But in hindsight, I don't really know what I'm gaining other than having sounds near the end of a train, which has, I guess, some positives and some negatives. I could just as easily add some of those sounds, I guess, to the diesel engine and still have them work just as well instead of having a second sound car. What I would really be interested in is having some custom sounds that can be tied to the throttle movement. So those screeching brakes or the rail sounds cars would stop when the train stopped. If someone knows how to do that, I'm all ears. Thank you.